voice gonna come across?
Yes.
Oh, so I shouldn't curse?
You can say anything you want.
Oh,
What the fuck? Just tell the story.
okay. So, anyway, this was when I was living in Vegas. It was in the late 70s. We were playing 15 100, 7-card stud, high-low split. The best low is a wheel.
Which is a 1, 2, 3, 4,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The betting is immaterial. There was a lot of money going into the pot. We were playing 15 100. We'd all been up for days. And by the time 5th Street came, which is, you have 2 down cards, 3 up cards, I had a straight flush wheel. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of diamonds, which is a straight flush, and the lowest possible hand you could have.
Steel wheel.
A steel wheel, it's called. It's impossible to lose. You must get something. And you're going to get it all. Can you put that on hold?
Yeah.
Whose phone is that? That's Eddie's phone.
We're on again, yeah.
So, on the 5th card, I bet 100. By the time it got back to me, it was 500. In those days, you used to play a bet and 4 raises. The other 3 people in the pot, everybody had a hand. One guy's trying to make a 6 low, one guy was trying to make a full house, another guy had a flush, and I have a steel wheel. It's impossible to fucking lose. 6th card, betting went 100, 200, 300, 400. The dealer dealt the last card down, 7th, with what we call 7th Street then. And I took the card in and bet without even looking, because it didn't make any fucking difference. There was $10,000 in the pot, it was all mine. I bet 100, 200, 300, 400. I called the last bets, no more raises, and screamed, straight flush wheel, and flung my hand over, and to my fucking horror, I had 4 hole cards. The dealer, when he dealt the last card down, dealt me a card, and there was 2 of them stuck perfectly together. And all I did was pull them in, because I didn't need anything. I never even bothered to look. If I had looked, that card would have disappeared from the planet. It would have just been palmed and gone. It would have never have been found again. If I had seen it coming across, I would have stopped it, and we would have figured it out. But it went right into my hand. The dealer looked at me and said, you have too many cards out of your hands, dead. I said, dead! You're dead, motherfucker! And when I leaped across the table, I ended up on top of the table with the pot underneath me. My hands were like this. My feet were locked in the back of the table, and I am screaming. My friends told me later they thought I had lost my mind. I was berserk. The card room manager had me around the neck. And he's going, Eddie, you have to stop. You have to stop. I said, stop! I have a straight flush wheel! I was babbling. For a $10,000 part, I got nothing. By this time, the poker room was situated next to one of the blackjack pits. Everything in the blackjack pit came to a complete standstill. There were 9 security guards in the poker room, and I am still laying on top of the table. I won't get off the table. They finally got me off the table. And this is incredible. You dream of this hand. They got me off the table, and I'm sitting back, and smoke is pouring out of my fucking head. My foot is up. I've finally started to breathe. And the order is calmed down, the security guards left, and the dealer gets ready to deal and looks at me and says, do you want a hand, Eddie? I said, do I want a hand, you motherfucker? And it started all over again. And that story I told years afterwards. I was in the bicycle club in San Francisco. I was telling a bunch of people, friends of mine, and they were rolling on the floor. And And there happened to be a guy from a magazine who wrote in poker magazines. And he was listening to the story and could not believe his ears. And he came over to me and said, I know you're making this up. I said, you see that guy right there? His name is Ron, I forget his last name now, Ron something or other. He happened to be working at the Bicycle Club right then, but he was in the room. He was working in that room. I said, go ask him about this story. He went down there, he came back to me, he said, you're right. He said, he told you, verified everything. And a couple of months later, he wrote an article, and the headline of his article was, so you think you got a bad beat. Oh, how funny. Wait till you read this. And it was unbelievable. I said, straight flush wheel, and slammed my hand over. I couldn't believe my fucking eyes. I mean, there's no way on earth that could happen to me. If I just looked, if I felt it, the car just disappears. It just never existed. But I didn't look. My heart was going 1,000 miles an hour with a straight flush wheel and 10,000 waiting to come piled up in front of me. It's funny now. If I saw the dealer now, I would shoot him fucking dead.
Good bit to fade on. There you
Oh,
go. Got that.